Hey guys, it's Michael again. So I'm at the park right now, sitting down on the grass, and Bubba's over there, of course. Bubba goes everywhere with me, guys. If you didn't know that by now, she's my true companion. Anyways, the video I'm making today is because I got asked today if what kind of surgery, if any, have I had, and I knew they knew I was trans. I never told them though. They found out by themselves. And you know, before I didn't get bothered by that question, but now I do. It's kind of like, what does it matter what I have down there? How is that gonna impact our relationship? Like, if you're my friend, do you really care what's down there? Or are you just with me because I am a certain gender or I have certain stuff? Like, I don't see how that is any, like, I can get why they're curious, but I mean, you don't, just because you're curious, like, really think about your question, you know, guys. Like, if anybody is not trans and is seeing this, like, be considerate. Like, no one comes up to you and asks you what kind of parts do you have down there. Like, you don't ask that to anybody else, and you wouldn't want that to be asked to you. So why do you ask it to anybody else? Just because we're trans and we're transitioning or we're changing doesn't mean like there's certain stuff that we like to explain to people. And if we're not, like, if there's people like me, like, usually I would tell them what is what, but it's like at this point I don't really, oh, Bubba's playing with a stick. Oh shit, she still has a stick. Anyways, so it's just like, be considerate of the questions you ask. If you ask if I'm a boy or a girl, it's, again, like, if you obviously see my name is Michael, but yet you heard someone else call me another name because they're family members, and they asked me if that's my real name. Well, first of all, my real name is Michael. If you want to go by what's on my birth certificate, it's different because I can't get hold of my birth certificate, so it's still under another name, not because I haven't changed it. My license is Michael, so if you want to say what's my real name, I think what's on my license would be my real name, because that's what the law goes by, right? Or not. And another question is, like, if you say that's not our real name, I really think that's hypocritical for the people that get nicknames, and they're like, if they're called Jesus and they go by Chewy, if there's what's it called, Guadalupe's, and they go by Lupita, like, obviously your real name isn't Lupita or Chewy, but yet we still call you that. So why is it such a hard time to call someone else what they prefer? And lastly, but not least, the question I get asked a lot or whatever is that they say I'm gay. Well, actually, people don't tell me that anymore, but when I was barely like 6 months on T, when I was a little bit more masculine but still a little bit feminine, they asked me if I would be gay, and when I told them I'm straight, they're like, it doesn't make sense. Well, obviously, if I'm a male and I like females, then I'm straight, and if I'm a male and I like guys, then I'm gay, and if I'm a girl who likes girls, then I'm a lesbian. Bubba keeps bringing me sticks, so if you see me throwing stuff, that's because I'm throwing her a stick. Anyways, so yeah, like, for you guys, for trans brothers who don't know how to answer those questions, or those questions are really like stressing you out, the easiest thing you could do is kind of be like, is that really your business? And if you can't really say that because we're shy, like me, I would break under pressure, I guess you should just walk away. I lied sometimes, you know, I would lie about it. And you know what, honestly, I think at the beginning I lied on how many months I was on T because I was so insecure about it. But now seeing it, I mean, like, obviously I shouldn't have lied because that's part of me, but I wasn't ashamed of being trans. I was just ashamed of being in the wrong body, if that makes any sense. And having to be in the wrong body for so long also kind of embarrassed me. And then the fact that in my life, in my actual life, like daily shit, in past life, in my past, I had a lot of circumstances which made me shut up, if that explains my PTSD. So I didn't really have a voice. I didn't really have a say in much of the stuff that happened to me. And so now that I'm in therapy and, you know, discovering myself and kind of doing good for myself as well, I am finding this voice I have and this opinion and all this. I'm kind of feel that I'm growing a little bit more mentally, because I'm finding that I do have a say and I have complete control over what I do. Even though okay, let me take that back. I have complete control over what I can do or will not do based on what happens. Meaning, if I yeah, I don't really want to go into detail in this video because it's already 5 minutes. So anyways, that was my main point. That was my main point. That if you, honestly, I'm just so frustrated with people and their ignorant questions. Like, come on, like, would you ever ask anybody else that? Or would you really want to say that? Like, some people have no common logic, sense, or have any respect, or any, like, you know, any, like, you know, awareness, there you go. They don't have any awareness of what it's like to be transgender. And I'm sorry for the guys that get shit by so stupid many people, but I'm telling you, it is possible with the right people in your life, and, you know, with, I'm hoping, the right, for me, treatment and for therapy and all that. I think it can get better. And I wasn't one to say things get better, because I hated my life, still hate my life, but I'm kind of slowly accepting. I don't know if she wants to be in the camera and that's why she's there, or she's bringing me a stick. Anyways, so that was my point. That, okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. Later.